Action One, doing
What's
it
up,
for the
everybody? It's
culture.
your girl Jay Nicole and your boy Atum Ride.
Hey, what it do?
Tell them who we had today.
Hey man, A1 Live, man. We got the JCS Project. We got League 360 in the building. Man, they finna tear it down, man. These are true revolutionaries in the works. You know what I'm saying? Give it back to the next generation. That's why we here. Get in the action, baby.
Y'all know y'all can tune in on weareA1.com, YouTube, Periscope, Facebook, everything.
Everything.
Get in the action.
Hey, yo, A1 Live. Hey, man, got the Bill Podcast in the building, man. Y'all tune in, man. We are A1.com, man. You know what I'm saying? We taking a knee on y'all boys, man. Hey, absolutely.
Y'all can watch on Facebook, Twitter,
Periscope.
weareA1.com. Get in the action.
Yeah. Hey, yo, it's Wednesday, A1 Live. Catch us on weareA1.com.
I'm gonna jump in there too.
Hey, Action Squad in the building. That boy Jay Norm.
Holla at your boy.
We are A1.com. Y'all tune in right now, 8 o'clock every Wednesday night. It's going down on A1 Live. Your girl Jay Nicole, your boy Atum Ra. We got the entire Action Squad in the building. So y'all go ahead and tune in, comment, tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your granny, tell your uncle, everybody.
And bring me some tacos.
And get in the action.
What it do, brother Atum Ra. A1 Live in the place to be. Got the Credit Sisters in the building. Action Squad, what up? Hey man, we are A1.com. Check us out. Get in the action, baby.
Make sure y'all tune in. You can tune in on weareA1.com, Facebook, Twitter. What else?
Man, we on everything. Everything.
Get in the action.
Yay.
Hey, A1 Live right now. Halloween.
A1 Live coming to you. Tune in.
Get in the action.
You know what I'm saying?
Right now, Twitter, Facebook,
Everything.
yeah.
Tune in to
Get
everything.
in the action.
Action
RBG gon' ride on God. By the way, I ain't tell you.
Action One,
Check.
doing it for the culture.
It's time to finish what Marcus Garvey started.
Mic check.
Put your mouth where the money is.
Hey yo. Back in this thing again. A1 Live. We appreciate everybody that's checking us out via Facebook Live. Everybody checking us out on weareA1.com. We coming, man. You know what I'm saying?
To make a living off a prison brother bitten in his cell. Confine us all to the ghetto, say we're living right in hell. Underfunded schools, underfed, underprivileged. But we the same dirty little niggas that to build the pyramids. Crying on your face when you see my hat cocked sideways. Working 9 to 5, full of job, but we can't get a raise. Minimum wage ain't enough to satisfy a king. I'm kind, Mansa Musa back in Mali where it bling bling. Politicians never listen, all they do is wanna talk. Shut your face, pick a place in the hood, take a walk. Crucify me for my big lip shit, God give me those. Growing through the cracks in the concrete, I'm a black raw. Get some loving from a black woman, you would never go back. Old black woman looking like a
Yeah.
A1 Live in the place to be, man. It's your brother Atum Ra, Jay Nicole, Action Jackson, the whole Action Squad holding it down. Did you miss me? Man, I'm back, man. I'm so happy, man, to be back in the place to be, man. Been got a little vacation in, you know what I'm saying? Got to go chill out in Cali. But ain't nothing like being back, you know what I'm saying, with the A1 family. Gotta send a special shout out to J. Nicole, you know what I'm saying? She held it down.
You know, I did a little something.
But I mean, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I really wasn't tripping because I didn't expect anything else. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it was what I expected.
We had fun though. You know, we had a ladies takeover. You know, we had the girl Tanya from Traveling with TV and Made the Tea, and we had the newest addition to the A1 team, Sonya the Don Diva. You know.
Oh, yeah.
So we held it down. We had fun.
Well, you know, that's why I had to come back and bring some of this masculinity.
He ain't like what we was talking about, y'all.
I don't want no smoke, man. Y'all know. I'm just talking trash, man. Hey, shout out to everybody checking us out on weareA1.com. Make sure that if you're on the website, you're checking out everything that we have going on, man. That website, every time I look at it, just keeps getting. Man. And J. Nicole, man, I saw y'all held it down at the Garden City Music Festival.
You know, we have to hold it down like we do all the time at these events. You know?
Yeah.
We have to get all the good footage and show love to the community and, you know, uplift organizations and things like that are doing positive work.
Most definitely.
So if you guys are interested in having A1 come out to your event, definitely go to our website, weareA1.com/events, and put in a little request form.
Most definitely. And also make sure if you're checking us out on YouTube, you go on and hit that subscribe button. You know, go on and get down with the get down. Man, like I said, I'm happy to be back in the place to be. And you know, this week, you know, we're joined by, I can't call him a guest. You know what I'm saying? I can't even call him a special guest. You know, because
he's family.
You know what I'm saying? He's
Action Squad.
He's been down with the Action Squad, you know what I'm saying, from the beginning. You know, he's been out with us, you know, at various A1 initiatives and, you know, feet hurting, packing.
He been down since he touched down.
Most definitely. You know, he's another one of the members that, you know, we tell y'all, you know, I know y'all can, you know, only see my pretty smile, you know what I'm saying, on this camera, but, you know, we always have a lot of people, you know, that come and just always here in the A1 studio, that's always just giving us energy and giving us inspiration. And you know, this brother is nonetheless, he's one of the, he's another one of the reasons why I am still on IG. You know that you know, still on active on some of these platforms, because, you know, I definitely look forward to the various messages that the brother brings across, and, you know, just sharing his life lessons. Man, we joined by the one and only Jay Norm. What's good, brother?
Man,
Mr. Jonathan Norman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got to put that proper, man.
100%. Well, I appreciate, man. Everything good on my end, brother. How about yourself?
Hey, man, I'm good, man. You know.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you to be here and talk about all the cool stuff that you have going on. I'm not going to jump ahead too far, but, you know, I'm just excited to let everybody know the amazing things that this young man is accomplishing in his life.
Thankful,
Right.
grateful. So I appreciate that.
Most def, man. Man, the news week has been crazy again. You know, a lot of talk about the Amber Geiger Botham Jean case. To a lot of people's surprise, you know, she was convicted of murder. Man, you think it should have been murder or manslaughter, J. Nicole?
You gonna ask me that question?
You know, I mean, people, you know, have.
You know, I mean, people can act surprised, but, you know, we've been let down enough times to, you know what happens in a lot of these cases. You know, I think she should be given the death penalty. This man was at home, in his own home, eating ice cream. Yes, I said the death penalty. I'm not playing no games. She should have the death penalty.
You know that. But yeah, this you know, they have moved into the sentencing phase. You know what I'm saying? So that this is gonna be interesting as well. You know, whether they're gonna, you know. I mean, I don't think they're gonna give a life. You know, I don't think that they'll give a life. You know, they may, you know,
like 10, 10 years maybe.
That's what they say, right?
Man was sitting in his own home. Man, he was sitting in his own home. It's a crime to be black at home.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, most def. I also heard about something interesting about the apartment complex. I think they may be getting some of that heat as well, because I've heard about other people in the apartment complex that have made the complaint about their key cards open up other, things, and people have walked into the wrong one. So I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
we're going to have to talk about that.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, man, RIP to the brother and his family. That's, like I said, just all losers all around in the situation. But man, we finna roll into a quick break. Then we're gonna be back with the Action Squad and the place to be. We are A1.com. That's it.
Put your money where your community is. Get in the action at weareA1.com.
Thank you all for just inviting me out and giving me the opportunity to speak about Twist. I really appreciate you, and I love that you all are doing positive exposure of people in the community versus whatever else you could be doing. Right. I appreciate you shedding a positive light in the world.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Janetta with A1 Live Pop-Up here at African Fashion Week Art, Wine, and Culture event. We are having an amazing time. They have some lovely art pieces to see. So go ahead, get down here. You still have time. Everybody get in the action.
Action 1, inspiring action. Jay Norm holding us down, man. Jay Norm, man. Before we get into, just our bill, man, I want to ask you about something that I believe it came out last week out in California. The California governor signed a bill allowing college athletes to be able to sign endorsements.
Okay.
Of course, it still has a long way to go because, of course, the NCAA is fighting it. I believe the Pac-10, Pac-12, whatever they are, they out there, they fighting it, man. But what you think about college as an athlete? What do you think about college athletes being able to get paid, either through the school or off endorsements?
Right. I mean, I definitely would say that it would be beneficial for the athletes, knowing that a lot of those collegiate athletes have been injured in college, and like I said, most of them come from the hood or whatever, and then like I said, their parents they're basically making the school money.
Right.
And I don't think it's right for, like I said, you have to do that one. If you're playing basketball now, you got to take 1 year in college and then not get anything. What if something does happen?
Right.
But then on the flip side, I look at it like, do they pay every player? And how much do they pay each player, and what should each player get? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like it's
Right.
catch-22 for me. So
and that's why I think that at least starting out, they went this route and allowing them to basically get paid off themselves through endorsements, because you once you do start talking about the schools paying them, then you do start getting into more of the nuances, who, what, when, where, why, who actually gets it. But I think at minimum, if you're able to get out there on your own and somebody wants to sign you for an endorsement, that's something that you got on your own. And so that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, as y'all know, the NCAA don't like this.
hey, it's definitely
Yeah.
They don't like
they're
this.
gonna miss a lot of their own money coming in,
100%.
Right.
But
right.
I think it's necessary. I think it's something that should happen. I mean, I've heard a lot of people also bring up the point that why are we giving these children who are straight out of high school all this money? They could be making bad decisions with it and stuff like that. What do you guys feel about that aspect?
I mean, I think that's a terrible perspective.
It is.
Well, I mean, I think first of all, we do have to work more on financial literacy. You know what I'm saying, within the American period, but within our culture for sure. But I think that the thing of that is, at 18 years old, you can sign up for the military and go
And die.
carry a gun and
Kill
potentially,
people and die.
be trained to kill people.
Yeah.
But we want to say that an 18-year-old playing football is too dangerous. Now, personally, I mean, I got a lot, I always go back and forth because, I play basically every sport, but I don't want my kids to play football. My son not going to play football. He probably play every other sport, but he's not going to play football. But at the same time, though, if there is a entity that is willing to take on the risk and pay this whoever.
Yeah, how can you deny them?
How can you not the right?
Yeah.
But it's only like that with basketball and football. What's the connection? You know what I'm saying? The other sports, not necessarily. You know what I'm saying? They can have agents and and that's the other thing about the bill. They'll be able to have agents and everything else like that. So that's gonna be interesting. But Jay Norton, man, just getting to you, man, build it, man. We talked a long time about your career as a bowler, right? Yeah. And I've always known black people that bowled. I've always known black people that were good at bowling, but I've never known anybody that I would consider a professional bowler. So, first of all, how did you get into bowling? You know what I'm saying? Because of course, basketball, football, everything else like that.
100%.
Back in 1992.
Great, man. Great question, man. But honestly, bro, I actually was in the bowling alley before I was even on this planet. What I mean by my parents bowled. My mom, my dad. My mom, I was in my mom's womb. You follow me? And they were in the bowling. So my first word, kind of piggyback up to when I started bowling at the age of 3. My first word was bowl.
Oh wow!
It wasn't mom, dad. It was it was bowl.
Yeah.
So I started walking in the bowling alley, that dynamic, which actually is shut down now, but here in Houston. I started walking in the bowling alley, bro. So it's honestly been in my veins. You know how sometimes your parents let those babies listen to music.
Right.
I was in the bowling scene. You know what I'm saying? So it's just always been in my blood. Just being 100 with you.
So I know that at some point you were in a newspaper, right?
I was. I was bowling. I started bowling at 3. At the age of 9, I was on the front page of the Houston Chronicle. And what's crazy is most people I ended up playing other sports. Yeah. Most people didn't even know that. My parents wanted me to try and test the waters, try different sports, track, football, and everything. But through that, I stopped bowling, from like 9 to 12 or through college, ended up getting injured. But yeah, at the age of 9, I was on the Houston Chronicle for bowling. The whole article, Tiger Woods, a bowling prodigy. So it was cool. It was cool.
And like how that's come to
full
fruition.
circle. Full circle, bro.
Full circle today, man. So how's this journey, been for you these past few years? Because I know it isn't one of those things that is, a lot of glitz and glamour and everything else like that. And I know you do it for, the love and the passion. But just take us to, the journey of, a bowler, the different tournaments and everything like that.
Absolutely. I'm going to give you mine personally because I think mine's a little different. Okay. Just due to, like I said, taking that time off or, what have you. But it's definitely, it's a grind. And like anything that you want to do at an elite level, professional level, or anything that you want career-wise, business level, you have to give your all into it. You have to be married to it. Whatever that is. So it's dedication. It's blood, sweat, tears. It's going to be your ups. You're going to have your downs. But at the end of the day, you have to believe in what you stand for and believe that this is the route that you were called to do. And a lot of, like I say, my journey is a little different. And I say that because, like I said, about 5 years ago, 3 years ago, really, I wasn't even planning on going professional. I was in Nashville. I was working for my pops at the time, and that wasn't even a goal of mine, I guess you would say at the time. But bowling was always my first love. It was always in my heart. You follow me?
Right.
So to fast forward, probably about 2-3 years ago, I was always talented in the sport because I've always done it, you know, just natural talent. But I didn't take it as serious with getting some coaching and going to professional tournaments or going to just tournaments around that would make me better. I thought bowling in the league, I was good, and most people don't. Like I say, you bowl in the league and you think, okay, you're
right,
and everything, and then when you go out to
get smacked up.
Like, oh, why they have to do me like that?
Right, and it gave me a whole different perspective, a whole different world, and a whole different respect to the game and to those who are doing it.
Yeah.
And so to say, after getting, like you say, getting tore up.
Right.
For 2 years, My mentality, bro, it just was. I love this game so much that I just wanted to be better.
Yeah.
And at first it wasn't to go professional. It was just to compete. Even on that level, even on the level of, you know, my peers amongst the I guess professionals in my area. And then as I started to progress, I was like, I can do this thing. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't the fact I can do it. It was not necessarily a doubt, but it was more so God, like I say, bringing it back full circle and kind of directing me. Like it just kind of, things started to fall into place.
Yeah.
Right.
And it just started to click at one time and went in one motion. And like I say, fast forward, I'm like I say here today, bro. But it's a lot more intangibles that go along with it, man. Actually, about 2 years ago, bro, I started to jot down my journey on my phone, my cellular phone.
Yeah.
And this at the time I was, like I say, being a driver, work for my pops, bro. And I got some footage on my phone talking about, you know, just follow your dreams, chasing your dreams, and you know, I haven't put it out there yet, but I think, you know, that's definitely
They
for
got
me,
the gold mine.
yeah, but God at that time, bro, like I just listened to God and I was like, man, jot this journey down for whatever reason. And mind you, this is 2 years ago before I even decided to even go professional. And I didn't even bowl in a professional tournament.
And you know, you talk about, you know, the blood, sweat, and tears, and anything that you want to, you know, put forth.
Yeah.
But I have two questions for you. It's a two-part question.
Okay.
How often do you train? How many hours? And then what type of effects does that have on your body? Because I've seen some things that you've posted, you know, so just kind of give them a little insight into that.
Oh yeah, and it's a family show, so we're not gonna show his hand.
No, we're not gonna show his hand.
No, it's a good question. Training, man. Like I said, I at first 2 years ago when I was getting beat, like, and I say that to say, you know, to tell you how humble I was, to get here. But the training that I had that I put myself under, I would say that I was waking up 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Back home, it was a 24-hour center, so I was able to do such. And I would go in there for 2-3 hours, for months at a time. And just grinding till I pretty much couldn't mentally go anymore. Physically, yeah, you're gonna get hurt like anything, but it's a mental game. Like, you have to really think. It's a mental game. So, like, as much as your body can endure, but as much as you want to get it, because I understand that as much as you're training, somebody else is training just as hard, if not harder.
Right.
So it's really up to you of how much training that you want to put into it and how bad do you want to go get it, and that's gonna speed up the process. So. Yeah,
and what are the effects of your body?
The effects on body, it's wear and tear. But now that one thing that I did notice, mind you, I went off of all physical athleticism at first, and then when I decided to take it more seriously, I decided to get a coach. Because you only can go so far with your natural talent. I'm just going to speak of that. You're going to need somebody to help you along the way. And so by doing that, my coaches taught me different techniques, different things to kind of take off that wear and tear, because again, it was a lot of physical wear and tear at the beginning. But like anything, you push through. It's a mental thing, like anything else. So, but it does take an effect.
Man, that's I don't see anything, man. That's So, man, let me ask you. You know, some people would say that, hey, man, bowling isn't a contact sport or anything else like that, and but. Talk about, like, what are some of the injuries that, you know, a bowler that you see people get, or, you know what I'm saying, that had get or something that you may have saw that you was like, ugh.
Yeah, funny thing that you asked that, bro. I'm gonna share this story, injury story. Mind you, I played football, and I had a football scholarship. Through the years that I played ball, I had never been injured until my freshman year in college, which that was my career, and I ended up tearing my ACL. I had 2 surgeries on it. But in that happening, I didn't even get hit on the play. Okay, bowling.
Right. Yeah,
bowling. My job, played sports all my life, never been injured. about 3 years ago, I was bowling in a tournament or whatever. Tell me why. Mind you, think bowling is not a physical
Right.
But you work different muscles that you don't typically use.
Right.
I tear my groin bowling out for 2 months. So it's one of those things where you just you work different muscles, different parts of your body, and like anything, you could hurt your shoulder, you could hurt your wrist. I mean, it just depends on It just depends. I mean, freak accidents happen all the time, but they are athletes. They are athletes.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
It's crazy, but I got to be 100 with you. They definitely. You got to work out if you want to compete at that level.
I'm not even a professional bowler. I don't bowl often, but when I do go bowling, I can't do it. It's like my whole right here
When you
goes.
Understandable.
At the same time.
Right.
Understandable. Yes, you hear that a lot.
No comment. No comment. But man, let me ask you, bro. Like, how do you like put that curve on the ball? You know, because like for me, I'm like such a caveman. You know, I've been coming down there. Like if I could get it lined up and I can hit it, you know, what I'm saying, straight down the middle. But right. But like I said, look, if it don't hit straight down the middle, I ain't that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, how you put that curve on it, man?
Bro, you know, it's crazy that you asked that because, like I said, I started bowling at 3, and I think it was just a natural thing. At this point, I mean, I could show you, I could give you the techniques behind it, but it was a natural ability that I saw, you know, people do when I was, you know, watching, you know, my idols or my pops or people on TV. It was a natural habit.
Right.
So,
but I think it's like you said, it's more so like once you understand the game more, it's like everything else. It's like the best person in every sport isn't always the fastest or the strongest. You know what I'm saying? It's the one with the technique and the touch and everything like that, which is why I kind of suck at bowling because I don't have no technique or touch, you know. But I, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, I go out there with the kids with them rails up and kill them, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a child party killer, you know.
What? Kids be crying because he won't let them win.
Yeah. Hey, man, you got to teach them early, man. You got to teach them early. You know, I teach mine, you know.
Tough love.
Yeah, down, man. But, man, so this journey has taken you on, you know what I'm saying, a lot of different places, man. And it has landed you in the 2019 U.S. Open. Man, tell us about that, bro.
I'm a first and foremost because I am definitely grateful. Give first thanks to God first. And I have to do that. Because I always tell them that's what I'm going to do first and foremost. But it has been a journey, man. It's definitely a blessing to
I knew you ain't just pop up.
I did
you know
just pop up, bro. I
then,
promise you. And see, a lot of people think, like, that's why I say my journey was kind of different.
on
Because a lot of people
top,
have not seen. And a lot of people haven't seen me. Like I say, a lot of those professionals that haven't bowled, most of the guys that I would just meet. But through this journey, I have met quite a few different people, quite a few of the people that I will see on TV, my idols, and you know, people like that, which I have a hat on right now for this girl, Jasmine Mason. She's a women's professional, African American, the only one on the tour right now.
Wow.
So I definitely wanted to give representation to her. Absolutely. But just through this journey, I've met so many different people. Idols that I would see on the TV, and I was like, man, I want to be just like that person, or I would love to compete against that. And to do that in the Open, or just for my first major turn to be the U.S. Open, man, it's definitely a blessing. I'm definitely honored, and grateful just to be out there, and I'm gonna give it my all, and we're gonna see how everything happens. Unfold.
That's amazing, and tell everybody when that is.
It's October 23rd through the 30th in Charlotte, North Carolina. You can also watch it on Flow Bowling, and then the step ladder finals that Saturday will be on CBS. So it's a live live recording. So definitely check it out if you can.
That's awesome. You can also catch clips and videos from weareA1.com as well.
No doubt.
Yeah, man, most definitely, man. So what is the bowling community like, or for melanated people? You know what I'm saying? Is there a strong or large? Well, is it pretty small?
Well, no, actually, it depends on. Like I said, I have a I just joined the TNBA league, which is a league for. Well, I wouldn't say for African American, but it started as an African American league back in the day when we were, it was segregated, and we started our own league. So, but amongst just the African culture, like I say, people don't understand. It's a lot of black bowlers, bro.
Right.
A lot of black bowlers, and it's crazy because it's a lot of good black bowlers.
Right.
And so, but the diversity makes anything. fun and just you know it's definitely a sport where you're gonna get a lot of diversity, because when you go to those different tournaments, it's not that many of us out there, but so when you see one of us, you kind of gravitate towards them, like yo respect. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily you just, it's a respect. I'm here with you. Period. Right. So but yeah, it's many more black bowlers than most people would know or realize. So yeah,
most definitely, man. So man, you know, like all athletes, man, you know, you always got your game plan and everything like that you plan, you know, go out and execute, and sometimes you feel more prepared than others. But man, tell me about a time that you felt that you were prepared for a tournament or event or anything like that, and you totally went out there and you bombed. What was getting ready for that next tournament like, you know what I'm saying, after that? Because, you know, I just want to take people into the minds of, 100%. You know what I'm saying, athletes. And
absolutely, man. For me, and I don't speak for myself, but anytime, I feel like you learn more from losing, you know, than winning. And what I mean by that, because you feel as though you always look at a situation. You always should reflect and go over game film or whatever and be like, what could I have done better? What adjustment could I have made quicker? You know what I'm saying? So I think that, like I say, typically when I have a situation where I may not have had my best game or my best match or my best tournament, I will go back and find the reasons of why that could happen and then try to better that. Because if you winning every time, how can 9 out of 10 you're really gonna be big headed? And then how can you just go out there and humble yourself and be like, well, how can you improve? Right. So it honestly through my journey of you know, the losses, I guess you could say, it's fueled me. Because it propelled me, because it made me more hungrier to get there. It just gave me that fire to be like, yo, I'm about to go get it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Most definitely, man. What really gives you that fire and that passion to like want to spread inspiration and life lessons and message to people? Because I know that's some people, you know, may see somebody on social media a lot and be like, oh yeah, it's easy for this person to post, but you know what I'm saying, actually sharing your life and your experiences and talking about your lows and the things you learned, that's not as easy as people think. And that's something that, you know, I consistently seeing you do, man. Yeah. And I know you're doing it to, you know what I'm saying, show others, you know, how to handle adversity, how to deal with different situations. What really, you know, continues to push you to do?
Well, that, honestly, bro, it's easy because it's authentic. And it's just my journey and my story. Most people don't really know my story too much, but it's just me being me and me talking about things that I've dealt with, overcome, and are still dealing with. So so that's the authenticity behind, you know, me just being who I am. And wanting to aspire to inspire other people. It's just I want other people to get it too. I want other people to do whatever it is that they choose or want to go after, because at the end of the day, my God is real, and at the end of the day, you can live out your dreams. You can live whatever gift He placed in you. Believe in that, go after it. And don't let nobody tell you can't do it. Because trust me, there's going to be a lot of people. And even at times, you're going to feel like you can't do it. But you got to push through that. You got to have that fortitude. You got to have that ambition. You got to have that dog. And just go do it. And believe that everything will come together when it's supposed to.
So speaking of just doing it, when did you get the notion to just go out into the world and spread what you believe and stuff like that? You know, we know you're a motivational speaker. Anybody who, you know, pays attention to A1, they've seen you on this platform, uplifting people, motivating them to move forward or conquer their goals, you know, obstacles. When did you exactly decide to do that?
Like I was sharing earlier, it just kind of clicked. I kind of wanted to I was just told to document this journey, and I don't know where. When I first decided to make videos at first, it just kind of stuck in my heart and resonated. It was like, yo, just document what's going on, whether it transpired to going into the open or not. Because mind you, at first that wasn't even. It wasn't the plan. It wasn't the plan. Right. You know, and that's why I say believe. Even if you don't see, God's going to give you more than you even expect. So it's just like, yo, all right, well, you know, you gotta basically believe in yourself and go out and do it. So to be honest with you, I don't really. It's just a part of me. Yeah. And that's why it's so easy and so freely to share with others, because it's like I'm just being me. Yeah. I'm just being me.
Man, have you ever like went to bowl and like the ball went into the other lane, like hopped over?
Happened to me.
That's me.
No, it's crazy because you see. No, it's crazy because you see a lot of different things, especially when you bowl in the league. You're gonna see things like a lot of things, pins and balls. I mean, it's just
Right.
You ever went back with the ball and it flew out your hand and hit somebody in the stomach?
Like that kid stuff.
Yeah, you see a lot. You
Knock that little 3-year-old out. Man, poor baby.
You see a lot of different things in the bowling scene, man. It's like anything else. Like anything can happen. It's you see a lot of different things. So yeah, I've seen a lot.
Seen people try to walk on the lane, bust their
bust their tail. I mean, because they don't understand. A lot of people, a lot of times you see. Non-league bowls, they'll walk on the league, don't understand it's all out on the lane. and slip
What
up.
y'all tell my son that, man? Like, he just don't be listening.
Hey, bro, so like, yeah, you see a lot of crazy things, but
Yeah.
it's fun. It's all fun and games.
What is the craziest thing you've seen in a bowling alley?
Craziest thing I see.
Period. It didn't have to be you. It
Yeah,
didn't have to be a professional bowler.
No,
Just the craziest thing you ever seen.
Oh man, but I wouldn't say I saw it with my eyes, but I saw it on the internet when this guy he threw the ball and it actually went through like the TV screen in the.
I saw that. I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in the ceiling. So that was the most crazy. It was. I was like, what? So now understand. You got to replace all of
that.
So it's like, oh man. So yeah, that was the craziest thing I've probably seen. So
how are you even that strong?
It was. I don't.
He had a 2-pound ball.
I don't know what it was.
Chunk that up.
Yeah, so that's probably the craziest thing I've seen. Yeah, so you see a lot of different things.
Yeah. that was funny, man. That was a good one, man. Oh man, but yeah, now you do see, man, and I at the bowling alleys I've been to, you know what I'm saying, they have the bar popping.
Always, man. It's always a good time to have bowl and drink, bro. It's always a good time to get a beer too. I know this for myself, man. I don't really I get a beer too because for me, a lot of people. They can drink and it makes them better. But for me, even if I'm in a tournament, I don't drink anything.
Right.
And I'm not a drinker myself, so one beer from me is ooh.
Right.
But the fun, the having fun of it, bro, is you just go out there and relax and do your thing. But
I agree with that drinking part.
Yeah.
I can't succeed in drink because
I can't either.
Everybody knows I like to cook. If I'm drinking, I'm burning everything. Like it's nothing tastes
I
right.
can't do that. And honestly, it's
no
a time
good.
for everything, bro. But I don't even really associate myself with that.
Man, for sure, man. Before we run to this break, I want to ask you real quick, man. Have you ever seen anybody trying to cheat? Like, and I don't know, how can you cheat in bowling?
It's ways to do it. It's ways to do it.
You know the person working back there programming the screen or something?
It's ways to do it.
I don't understand.
It's ways to do it, but
I know every sport got something, you know what I'm saying?
It's always ways to cheat in anything, bro. So it's just, it depends.
Man.
I mean, I'm trying to think of a scenario where I could give you of
I don't think you can cheat in bowling. I just don't understand.
You can cheat. You pretty much cheat, but you can pretty much cheat.
Yeah, you cheating.
But you got an invisible ball coming behind the other one.
Well, you're gonna only throw your one ball. So I mean, I guess you could say defense in bowling. It's not necessarily defense in bowling, or it is a defense in bowling because other people can do like say throw a certain type of ball down the lane or. Change up the pattern, but again, that just depends.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try that next time with the kids. I'll put like a bunch
you
of heavy balls in there.
You don't need to do that because you got the guardrails on the side. You don't need to do no cheating. You already cheat.
What you talking about? I'm trying to win. I gotta win. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah,
put them kids to bed.
If y'all see tomorrow, come in your bowling alley, lock the door.
Oh yeah, it's over with.
Don't let them in.
Nah, I'm getting in because of the kids. That's what you do. I put the kids on front, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, y'all can come in." Like, "Oh yeah, y'all done messed up. Come on, add my name to the thing." Man.
Hey, no doubt, bro.
But yeah, man. But we finna roll into another break, man. We gonna be back with your brother Jay Norm, brother Atum Ra, A1 Live. We are A1.com. Action Jackson, Q, what's up? Man, you still here? Go on and subscribe.
Get in action.
Yo, we back at it again, baby.
What?
Get in action.
3.
Get in action.
Tell me what is the deal. Tell me what is the deal.
So I challenge you today to start strong.
Get in the action.
Tell me what is the deal. Cause I'm calling for you.
Get in action.
Can you feel that? See, I'm calling for you. Can you feel that? Yeah, yeah. See, I'm calling for you. Can you feel that? Yeah, yeah. See, I'm calling for you.
Searching for a beach vacation? Find it at Verbo. They search millions of homes to find your perfect beach house.
Solomon and the one Queen of Sheba. No, they not love and never sweet like Solomon and the one Queen of Sheba. Low, yeah, come baby to the road, Solomon. The one Queen of Sheba. No, they not love and never sweet like Solomon and the one Queen of Sheba. Reading out the Bible, 1 Kings chapter 10. The Queen of Ethiopia came to Jerusalem, she bearing spices, precious stone, gold and burnt offering, but also bearing many heavy questions to the king. Say Solomon was known for his wisdom far and wide, and from the Queen is secret and the knowledge he did hide. She said not even I was told to give you wisdom and prosperity. Rest in me for Lord you got him and rule eternally like Solomon and the one Queen of Sheba. No, they not love and never sweet like Solomon and the one Queen of Sheba. Low, yeah, come baby to the road, Solomon. The one Queen of Sheba. No, they not love and never sweet like Solomon and the one Queen of Sheba. Well, at the beginning, included the council with the king. You know, so Solomon, he only wanted one thing. A son that they can see based on the couple. And to that something Solomon did give his royal ring. So with a baby in her belly, back to action, she did go. But gave birth to him in the leg while still on the road. Put the ring upon his finger, so the whole world have been loaded to his vein. The blood of King David did flow like Solomon and the one Queen of Sheba. No, they not love and never sweet like Solomon and the one Queen of Sheba. Low, yeah, come baby to the road, Solomon. The one Queen of Sheba. No, they not love and never sweet like Solomon and the one Queen of Sheba. Reading out the Bible, 1 Kings chapter 10. The Queen of Ethiopia came to Jerusalem.
Yeah, man, that's the homie, man. Got a little soul fire, man. Got a little soul fire, man.
Action one, inspired next.
Y'all know how much I've been a supporter and advocate of Colin Kaepernick, and his stance, that he took with the NFL. But this week I came across an interesting article, and it definitely was something that I forgot myself. About the OG Jackie Robinson, one of the I'm gonna say one of he was the first athlete to integrate into baseball, but something that interesting that happened about 70 years ago, where a right-wing and segregationist member of Congress orchestrated a confrontation between Jackie Robinson and Paul Robeson. And at the time, they were some of the two basically high-profile African Americans, in America, and essentially they were calling them to Congress to basically watch them fight, amongst each other. But I was proud to see that Jackie Robinson, he didn't take the bait. He told them, basically that he wasn't going to stand for the anthem for, some of the same reasons, and how they have been treating African Americans. And remind you, this is 1949, so yeah, we know what was going down in America. But I just wanted to take the time to make sure, man, that we don't forget, man, those two brothers, man, Paul Robeson and Jackie Robinson. Two trailblazers, and we're here to do the work. So just make sure that we're continuously carrying the torch, and that's why we got Jay Norm here. His brother's definitely carrying the torch, definitely holding it down. Man, what's the one thing you're most excited about participating in the U.S. Open this month?
Man, it's probably the most exciting part about it is just to see to be amongst the people that I've always idolized or always respected in the game, but to give it my shot. To have gotten here and to be out there and to give it my shot and see where I'm at with it, man. And to live out this purpose, live out this walk, bro. Because bowling is my gift, but like I say, why you asked earlier, why do I spread different inspirational messages? But it's a purpose behind it. It's not just bowling for me, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. So to just not do it for myself, but to do it for everything else that I represent and I stand for, and that because I know, like I said, other kids out there, other people out there are looking towards someone, and like I say, Jackie Robinson, whomever, and I say Gigi, Jasmine Mason, just
Jay Norm,
just for the culture, man, and just and I know I'm gonna be amongst that crowd just to be doing it, man, just to represent, and to just show love, spread love, and just have a good time, man. So
I'm glad you brought up the kids, because if there are kids out there, young teenagers or young adults who are interested, they like to go bowling and they interested and want to become a professional bowler, what pieces of advice would you give them to start that journey?
I would say start now. If that's something that you want to do, if it's in your heart to do it, start now. And it doesn't have to necessarily be bowling. I'm gonna speak on just life endeavors and whatever it is. If it's something in your heart or in your mind that you can't go a day without thinking about, that's that thing. That's probably the thing that you need to be doing, or to take that leap of faith and going to do it. So why waste another day in not doing that? Out of fear or whatever. So I would say start now. Find out whatever you need to do to get better at it. Get a coach, whatever, and go do it.
Right.
Most definitely.
Message.
Man. Jay Norm, man, always a pleasure, man. Having you come through, man. We definitely gonna have you back, man. After you go through and crash it, man, and you get to tell us about the journey, man. Before you get out of here, man, you got anybody you want to shout out?
Man, just to the fam, Jasmine Mason again. Like I said, I want to throw that out.
Shout out Jasmine Mason. I need to look her up now.
I rocked her hat today, and it's it's one of the people that I do. But everybody that has helped amongst this journey, bro. Just everybody from my coaches back home to people that I bowl with now in my leagues, people that I bowl with, back home in my leagues. Just everybody that has crossed paths with me. They're all a part of this journey, good, bad, or indifferent. Everybody and everything is a part of this journey. And I just want to say, man, just thank you, man. And I'm just gonna go out there and do my thing and represent for everybody.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And if people want to check out the U.S. Open that you'll be participating in, how can they do so?
It's gonna be on Flow Bowling. You download the app Flow Bowling, FLO Bowling. Or Flow Sports, I'm sorry, Flow Sports, and then add the bowling app for that, and then as well, like I said, the step ladder finals will be on CBS Sports. So definitely check it out, and
man,
support.
most def. And if anybody wants to follow you or see your IG or anything like that, how can they do that?
My IG account jnorm_06, jnorm JNORM 06_.
Okay, for sure, man. Well, I mean, I can't even say, what I'm saying, I hope to see you again. I can't even say, we're going to connect again, because it's automatic. You know what I'm saying? Automatic, man. Automatically go.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for having me, bro.
Come on, man. Man.
I mean, just to do this.
Yeah, for sure, man. Jay Nicole, what they got to do on that website?
Man, y'all already know what to do. Use your little fingers and go to weareA1.com and check out all the cool stuff we have going on. If you would like to sponsor A1 Live, which is this show, or any one of our other shows, or Action One Media Group as a whole, you can do so at weareA1.com/sponsorship. If you would like to check out our events that we have covered in the past and find out about anything that we're doing upcoming, or if you want us to come and video your event, you can do that at weareA1.com/events. We try to keep it real easy for y'all. And you can always check out all of our shows, this one and all the other ones, at weareA1.com/TV.
Yeah, man. Another week up. Another week down, man. Remember, action, agility, life, and community. The new age of media. A1, we here. Jay Nicole, how we leave them every week?
Getting action, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I killed the mic.
What do we got? Man, I haven't seen these pictures in so long. Auntie Gwen.
I think of all the memories and times that we shared. The good, the bad, the ups and downs, through it all you were there. But since I can't be around you, I'm searching hard to find anything you left me behind. But all I'm left is the pictures around me left, with the love still inside of me left, with all of the things that I don't have the power to change. All I'm left is all of the memories left, with all that you meant to me left, writing a song, trying to move on. But every time I think about the love that I need in my life right now, and all I can think of is you. I'm only thinking of you, and I tell you the truth, that the hardest thing to do is lose the one that really had your back, never letting you fall down, guaranteed to crack a smile every time they come around. But now you're not around, and I got a frown, but I need a smile. It'll take a while, 'cause you're always on my mind. But all I'm left is the pictures around me left, with the love still inside of me left, with all of the things that I don't have the power to change. All I'm left is all of the memories left, with all that you meant to me left, writing a song, trying to move on.
Peace, brother Atum Ra. You tuned in to Action One Network.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Back in this thing again, A1 Live. We appreciate everybody that's checking us out via Facebook Live. Everybody checking us out on weareA1.com. We coming, man. You know what I'm saying?